Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial I'm going to show you the start of a banner made out of this red and cream colored ticking fabric from Walmart, some cream colored canvas, a couple of little stencils, some buttons, some of this polished hemp, and it's gonna be absolutely darling. So I'm gonna show you start to finish how to make it, and then I am going to be giving it away. I don't do that very often just because I am scared to go to the post office basically, you know, with COVID and everything, but I am going to do it today. So I'll tell you how you can get entered into win this. It'll be the finished one because this is in process right now. In just a bit. Okay, so let's start. I just did a long string, no specific length, of my favorite Walmart polished hemp. Okay, and then, let's see, where can I set this? Put it right here for a second. Okay, and then I tore my strips to go on the rag garland, and I want to show you how to do that. Okay, so I measured, and each one of my strips is going to be not quite 11 inches long. All right, and that's what these are. I've already torn them, but I'll show you one more. With this red ticking fabric, I decided that I wanted 3 stripes in it. So I just counted over on a piece. This was a whole width, but I've used almost all of this one little piece. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna just cut a little nip right here and cut it. Then I'll pull off whatever extra strings are here, and this one is ready to go. I did the exact same thing with the cream colored canvas, and I'll show you that. With this one, I just eyeballed it, you know. It's not any specific. It's about the same as the other one. And there's something so satisfying about tearing fabric and hearing that sound and then pulling the strings off. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but that is, it is, I don't know. It's, I'm looking for myself here. It's satisfying. Well, shoot, I can't find myself. Wonder if I'm on the, yeah, here we go. Okay, I just want to quick pin a link if I possibly can here, because I know I'm going to get questions. I did it. Yay! Okay, I put a link at the bottom of the page. All right, so I tore a whole bunch of these. I don't even know what the number is. And then essentially, I just alternated stripe, plain, stripe, plain. So here's a stripe, and I'm just tying a knot. I am going to show you what I did specifically with the striped one, with the ticking fabric. Okay, it's no special knot. Where is my strip? Here it is. I did tie these ones on so that the darker part of the fabric was on the outside, but I don't think it really matters that much. And in case you didn't get to see me earlier today, pretty much everything I'm using here is from Walmart, and I picked it all up today in the craft and sewing department. I didn't say any of my normal stuff as you're hopping on. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Linda says she loves ripping material also, and then pulling the strings off. I know, it's weird. It's a great pastime for watching TV in the evening. Anyways, so if you didn't catch the first video that I did earlier today, that was when I told you all about what I got at Walmart. And at Walmart, I bought this red ticking fabric from the fabric section. They cut it off a bolt. It was $5.97 a yard. It was so cute. I bought 2 yards because I'm thinking, okay, if I'm not going to use it all for Valentine's Day. 2 yards is a lot for craft projects, but I'll use this during Memorial Day, 4th of July, and then next Christmas. So, and then I bought 2 yards of this thick nice canvas. It was $5.97 also, okay? So I just kept tearing and cutting and tearing and tying and adding more and more and more and more. I don't know that there's any specific right amount. I tied the ends of my little twine just kind of in a loopy knot here so that they're out of my way. Okay, so this is what we have right now. And then I started the really fun part, which is making the hearts. Okay, and I was using all different sizes, which I think is super cute. Some big, some skinny. Oops, I forgot to plug in my glue gun. Let me fix that real quick. Some long, some skinny, some short and fat. This one I'm just noticing right here has a place where I didn't get it glued all the way. And then I used the new batting that I got at Walmart also to stuff them. So this was the first one, and it's hanging. One side is the ticking and the other side is plain, and it's hanging by one width of the stripe that I just tore. It looks like this. And then I just essentially doubled it over and glued it on, okay? But I want to embellish this. So, and then we're going to do a couple. And I'm going to show you, oh my gosh, the cutest thing that you can do with red chalk paste and some stencils. Okay, so there's lots of options of what you could do with this. We could do a button. And I have a big variety of different red ones. But I'll show you. Can you see, sort of? If the comments are in your way right here, you can swipe them away, just so you know. So I could do that, but I think I would like it better with just a mother of pearl, sort of neutral kind of a button on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pick this one right here. And we're gonna glue it over the top on the ticking side to cover up this, okay? And you could layer buttons also if you wanted to do, you know, a red one and then, where did it go? Oh, here it is. If you wanted to have, you know, a red button and then have a cream colored one, you could also add some of that Walmart lace to these. Aren't they super cute? Okay, so let's make some more. So that is the first one. And they're just gonna be hanging from this banner at different lengths. All right, so one thing that I did that I think is super duper cute, really super cute, if I don't say so myself, is I used this stencil from Magnolia. I used this yesterday or the day before also. It says XOXO, y'all. Well, these little hearts are the cutest darn thing ever. So I just laid it over a piece of the plain canvas and using the red chalk paste, and I'll show you this in person. I just covered just the hearts, okay? And what you end up with is something that looks like this. Isn't that cute? Then what I did is I cut about 1/4 of an inch around, all the way around it. I have one that's finished over here that I'll show you in just a minute. This one we're gonna layer. And the chalk paste we're using is called Old Glory Red. I am not sure if they have it in stock right now, but things come in and out of stock all the time. You could also use a red ink. You can use chalk paste on something like a fabric banner or bunting because it's not going to need to ever be washed, and it's also not going to really be handled like a pillow or a tea towel or something, a t-shirt or something like that would. For those applications, you definitely need ink. But you can get away with chalk paste for something like this. And I was using what I had. Okay, not perfect, but pretty good. All right, so then the next thing I did was I just laid it on a piece of this, and I used a pin. Where are my pins to hold it down? And we're going to cut around it to make the outside of the heart, and then we'll make a white piece that matches that. So I'm limited with how much room I can do here because of how big this scrap is. So are you guys having a nice day? Aw, you're so sweet. You guys are so kind to me. I especially appreciate it when you forgive me for all the technical issues that I seem to have frequently. That is not my strong suit for sure. Okay, so it's not completely perfect, but it's pretty darn good. So now I'm just going to make the back of this by doing the exact same thing. I'm going to actually pin it to a piece of the canvas, and then we'll cut it out so it'll be exactly the same size, or, you know, roughly the same size as the ticking. Okay, can you guys see? If the comments are in your way, let's go down a little bit lower. Then you can swipe them away. And it depends on what kind of a device you're on, whether you're going to swipe them up or to the side. I always forget to tell people that. Hey, and I've also been told today, for all of you guys that are telling me, I'm not getting your notices that you're going live, or I haven't seen you in a month, where have you been? There should be, up in the right corner, I believe it is, 3 little dots. And if you click on that, it will open something that you can say that you want to follow, and you can set your notifications. And that, I guess, is how Facebook, how you can tell Facebook what you want. I wouldn't bet my life on it, but because I'm just so challenged with that kind of thing. But that is what I've been told by someone who is much more technical savvy than me. Okay, so this is what we have, and that's that. Okay, so then the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to tack this polka dot XOXO y'all down to our heart. And it doesn't have to be fully down. It can have some little blobs here and there. I just did one in the center. I'll do a couple at the peaks of the heart, and then one at the little point. If I can get it picked up. Okay, so that is tacked on. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay it back on top of the canvas, and I'm gonna start at the very top of the heart. Oh wait, before I do that, I always figure things out as I'm going along, which is why it's probably good that I do my crafts beforehand. I don't just come live and you do it for the very first time in front of you. Or at least I don't do that very often. I'm gonna glue this inside of the heart. That will make it much easier. So, we've got a big loop up here that we can just thread it onto our banner. It'll go over all of the bunting, the strips. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the top of my heart with some glue right there, and I'm not going quite all the way out to the edge, just barely, a little bit in. And I'm gonna continue gluing. Pushing it into the glue while it's still hot. Put this pin away so that I don't step on it. And I'm gonna go down to the bottom of the heart and over to the side just a smidge. I have experimented with where to leave your opening. And if you leave your opening at a spot that is most noticeable, like either at the very top or the bottom, and it doesn't seal perfectly, it looks kind of funky. Oh my gosh, there's 400 people on. Okay, so this is where we are right now. This is still open right here. And I'm gonna leave it open about this area, to the side, down towards the bottom, because we still have to stuff it. And you can use what, okay, so here's our hole. You see that? And it's right here. Okay, so I'm using what I purchased today, which was, let me see what it's called. I'm not really a pro at, you know, I don't really understand all this stuff. Okay, this came from Walmart. It's Polyfill Low Loft, whatever that means. If you know what that means, tell me in the comments. And I want the hearts to be kind of varied from one to the next, so they're not all exactly the same. So I'm just tearing this up to get it in there. I do not want to get that on my glue gun. And we're just gonna poke it in a piece at a time. You can fill these like so they're super puffy or just a little. It's just completely up to you what appeals to you. Or you could do a variety of some very puffy for this banner and some flatter. If you tear this in smaller pieces, it's easier to get it to spread out once it's inside of your heart. Okay, so I'm gonna say that that is good. And I'm just gonna hold it down and run a bead of glue along the edge here. And then I'm quickly gonna smush it down and sandwich it all together. And voila, isn't that cute? Okay, so I did already make one before I came live, but I forgot to do the hanger. So let's figure out a different hanger. Let's do this one with a strip of 2, just to have it be different. And let's make it a little bit shorter, okay? And then I have another one to show you that's super cute also, and just a little bit different. This is my thing, you guys, totally. Doing projects like this where, you know, there's not any real right or wrong, and I'm just using what I have and just making it work somehow. My glue gun is not very hot. Okay, I'm gonna have to plug it into the wall for just a second. Let's finish this off. Let's make this one a little bit shorter. If my glue gun is hot enough to stick that, I don't know. It's not liking the extension cord today. So these are the 2 that have the XOXO y'all. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I did put a link right here that has heart website, heart, and then below is my Magnolia Design Company website if you want to go take a peek. Let me plug this in to the wall for just a second while we talk about the next thing. Maybe I need a new extension cord, I don't know. And we can put these hearts on. There is no specific front or back, but I would like the stripe side to be on the front as much as possible, whichever direction, whichever side I'm kind of deciding is the front. So I'm just threading this over. Some of these strips. Okay, we'll say that's good enough for right now. Let's do the other one on the other side. And once you hang it up, which I'll see if I can possibly do it here on the knobs behind, on the cabinets behind me, then you can fiddle around with your strips with getting them to lay how you want them to lay and all that good stuff. Right now I'm just trying to get this on. It might have been smarter to put this on before, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I was just sort of going with the flow and having a good time. Okay, so cute or what? Is that cute? Is that so cute? I think it is. Okay, so the next thing that I want to add is a heart that has this. This was a big piece of the canvas, and I used my repeating love pattern, which I've used it a lot. This has probably been used 8 times at least already, and I just got it. So I used this and the same red, Old Glory red chalk paste. But you could use candy apple red, or you could use the ink, or you could even do it in black if you wanted. And this is what I got, okay? And so instead of having a solid, I thought it would be fun to, where's my pattern? To have it be this and then the bunting on the other side. So I'm gonna fold it in half because that makes it so much easier to cut. And I'm gonna see if my pattern will work. Yes, it will. I'll show you what this looks like in just a second. And I'm just taking a pencil and I'm gonna trace around it. Whoops, it needs to scooch over just a little bit. I am using, I mean, this fabric was $5.97 a yard, so it's not valuable. It's not like one of those, I don't know, $35, $50 a yard. It's not valuable at all, but it's so darn cute. I can't stand to waste even a teeniest little bit of it. I'm gonna pin these 2 sides together. Ow, I just poked myself. Before I cut it out. This is what my pattern looks like. This heart is bigger and it's pointier at the bottom. We're gonna cut some of the ticking. I'm gonna have to get my whole thing of ticking. We'll cut some of that out too. So if you want your hearts to be exactly symmetrical, the easiest thing to do is to fold whatever it is that you're making it out of in half and just draw that 1/2 of the heart on there. But with fabric, it can slip around a little bit. So that is why I decided to, isn't that cute? To pin it closed. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do this canvas because the rest of the fabric is over there and I don't have it organized. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna use my pattern. Oh my gosh, there's strings everywhere. What do you guys think? Are you sick of banners? Because that is something that I really love banners for all different places in your house. I really like little hanging thingy-mabobs too. And I know I've been making a lot of them lately, so I hope you're not bored of me doing that. I'll try to vary things up some more. And we're not gonna only be doing Valentine's Day in case you're worried about that. We'll be doing some non-seasonal stuff coming up here. And then before you know it, it's going to be time for St. Patrick's Day, and then it's going to be time for Easter. And for Easter, we're going to go bananas with this carrot theme that I did last year. We're going to go carrots, not bananas. Anyways, what are you guys saying? You love banners. You're not sick of them at all. Thank you. You could use drop cloth too. Yes, you sure could. I'm just using this canvas because it matches the creamy color in the ticking, in the red and cream ticking perfectly. And I also just bought it. And you don't have to do anything to prepare it to use it. So that's why I'm using it. You could also sew these if you wanted, but you can just use hot glue just as easy. Okay, so we've got our two pieces, and I'm just going to pin them together. And let's use a fat hook again, and maybe we'll use a red button on that creamy ivory. So we'll use this, which is just a strip that I tore off with just 2 stripes. Okay, let's see, is my glue warm at all yet? What's going on with this? You know, it would be really nice to have, it would be super nice to have electricity at my craft table here. That would be glorious. Okay, so I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter again so that they're not all exactly the same length. And I'll show you what I'm doing in just a second. All right. So I just glued this loop on the inside of both pieces. And then we're going to do the exact same thing as what we did before. We're going to start at the top, and we're just going to follow the curve of the heart and push our 2 pieces together as we're going along. Oh my gosh, I was looking through the Magnolia stencils this morning, and there are some super cute ones for spring. Oh my gosh, that I guess when I started last year with Magnolia, it was April, and I was already mentally kind of moved on to the next season, so I didn't pay too much attention to what they had. But they have the cutest spring stencils with lots of flowers, and they have some super cute Easter stuff. They also have a He Is Risen. I'm excited. There's lots of good material for projects for us to do. Okay, so I've glued all the way around from here to here. I'm going to go a little bit further and up a little bit from the point, and we'll leave it open so that we can stuff it. And I am going to point out something to you guys, which it could be a mistake or not, depending on how you feel about it. Let's take this pin out. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell that I didn't do a very good job cutting the cream out. It's not the same size. So I'm just going to trim that up real quick so that they do match. They don't have to be perfect, but I don't like huge amounts. Okay. So here we go, and let's just stuff it. Phone call, and it says spam risk of all things. Please don't call me with the spam risk when I'm live. I know there's a way to turn it off, to turn off my phone while I'm doing this, but I never remember to do that. Okay, I need some more batting, but let's tear this up. Poke it in here. And I think we will do a red button. You could use red ribbon. Oh my gosh, there's so many different things that you could do. This might be just plenty of fluff. Let's see if I move it around a little bit. I think it is. Okay, so we're gonna do the exact same thing to seal this up. Let's push that down. This is why you want low temperature hot glue. Okay, look how cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me cut out some of this fluffy stuff that's poking out of here. And let's see. Which button do I like the best? I think I like this one, but it has that darn thing on it, so we'll use this one. This is cute. This is one of those vintage buttons. I can't remember what this stuff is called. It's like it was like a new kind of plastic substance that they had in the, it was either 40s or 50s, I believe. I need another glue stick. And I do think it's super cute when people put a string or twine or something through the holes on their buttons, but I don't have time to do that for right now. So I also have this one made, and I have the start of this one made. And let's just glue the back of this on here. And let's see if we have enough of any of that love stuff that we could cut something out and put it on here. I have this one love right here that's perfect. I'm gonna try cutting it out. We'll see how it looks. We could either put it here, or we could put it on the back. Or I could do a whole nother piece of it, and I think that's what I will do off camera. And oh, the other thing we could do is we could do some ticking stripes on the creamy side like this. Let's do that. That would be cute. If my glue gun is still hot. This is how most of my projects go. I don't know where I'm going when I start. It just sort of evolves. And I swear that that is the best way to craft, because then you're not disappointed. Then you're tickled with yourself as you think of ideas as you're going along. You know, I could even use some of that really stiff lace. Let's cut the ends off of this. And let's add a little button to this side. Let's do a little one. Right. Oh, this is a cute one. Let's do this one. I'll show you up close in just a second. Pretty cute, huh? So I would add that to my banner. add this one to my banner. And I have several others that I'm working on, which I will finish up. And if you're wondering, how do you have a chance to win this? Because I'm going to mail it to somebody. It's just too cute to keep to myself. Well, how about this? If you place an order from any time from today all through the end of tomorrow, and I'll put pictures of this and that in a separate post. If you place an order through my link, which is right down here, of any size, any amount, whatever you want, today, which today is, what is today? Who knows? Today, I think, is the 14th of January, 2021. Anytime January 14th or January 15th, Thursday and Friday, 2021, then I will have access to your name and your mailing address. So I will scribble out all the names of everyone who has ordered today or tomorrow from my website, and I'll have my son or my husband or somebody come in here and pick one of them out of a basket or something, just so it's completely fair. I don't have the technology or brains to do that like spinning wheel thing, and I really don't want to learn any more technology. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. But anyways, I can't wait to see. This will have more hearts on it, and I can't wait to see who's gonna win it. And if you have questions about participating in that, just let me know in the comments. If you liked this project or any of the stuff that we made today, this is going to be another one of those love, love, loves with the striped back. Feel free to sprinkle. We used just Old Glory red chalk paste. There's multiple colors of red, or you could use black. And we used these two stencils. XOXO y'all, and then this repeating love. And both of these are fast becoming my favorites. So there's lots of other things that you could do with those besides this banner project. But anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this project. I'm going to get pictures, and I will, I'll put a picture of it with the requirements to participate. It's just to place an order for Magnolia through my website, which is right here. Any size, get whatever you want, and then I'll be able at the end of it to look at the list of who ordered. And then I'll have my husband or my son or somebody pull a name from the hat Saturday morning, because I'm going to run this all day today, Thursday the 14th, and all day tomorrow, Friday the 15th. Okay. And maybe we'll start doing this kind of thing with some of my projects, if you guys like this idea. Anyways, what are the two? Those are the only two. Susie, you may not order. You are not allowed to place an order. Let's communicate off of Facebook. Susie's like the kindest, best customer for my crafting business that I can ever imagine. Anyways, okay, well, you guys have a great rest of your day. Look for pictures, look for more information. Hop over here to take a peek. There's lots of good stuff over there for everything from Valentine's Day through Easter into summer. There's lots of great faith stencils. They have some really cool DIY project kits, and some new surfaces. Like there's a new little wristlet that I've ordered, which is a little bag that has a little handle on it. There's some new little white chalk pieces that are shaped like hearts too. Anyways, okay, gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.